We say welcome to the Informer studio, two very special guests, Robin Kuipers, who will tell us in just a moment what she's doing, and Rebecca Grego, who is as near a good Greek Italian as I've ever seen. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
We're going to have a bit of fun, but we're also going to tell a story, a very important story about celebrating women in 2021. Robin, why do we need to celebrate women in 21? I would have thought we've been celebrating women for hundreds of years, but why 21?
I think a lot of people have been celebrating women, but I think women are their own worst enemies. And this is something very close to my heart. And I've been trying to do this for almost 4 years now, but I have never found 12 girls as mad as I am to participate in this project. And I finally have. So it's an incredible time for me to be able to join these 12 girls together to bear it all, regardless of their age, their situation in life. It's just absolutely incredible. And yeah, we all got together one Sunday in our gym in Anytime Fitness in Bacchus Marsh and took it all off. And yeah, our Celebrating Women calendar 2021 is the outcome.
Robin Kuipers
Fitness,
is the studio. They're the women, the brave women. I call them brave, you call them crazy. I'm not prepared to call a woman crazy. They'll come after me.
They would.
You've brought one with you, and Rebecca appears as November. And I'm going to be very bold and show you. This is, I think, a spectacular photo of Beck. And tell us about it. What was the hardest thing? You said they're crazy. I don't think that. I think they're brave.
They are brave.
Because they've cast aside all that baggage that we all have, by the way, not just women. Men have them, children have them, all manner of people have them, because that's part of the experience of life. So, how did you bring them together? What was the sugar or the treat that you offered them other than appearing on this fabulous calendar?
It wasn't so much me even having to try and entice them. It was a lot of internal stuff. I looked at my life, and for the 47 years that I've roamed planet Earth, I've had quite a bit happen to me. One of the most traumatic was at the age of 23, I lost my daughter in a car accident. And for 5 years post that, I think I did every drug I drank. I wanted to die. I didn't want to be around anymore. And
because you saw yourself as a failure?
100%. Well, I was driving the car. It was a car accident, so it was a matter of blame more than anything else. And then after those 5 years, it was a sudden realization that I had to pick up. I had to carry on.
What was the epiphany? What was that moment of clarity?
It was a morning when I got home after a 3-day bender, and Joanne, who's my daughter, gave me a chain on my 21st birthday, which I had packed away completely, and I was busy splashing my face, and the chain was hanging in the bathroom, and it was a matter of, it was a sign. It was a sign that she was watching, that she was there, and I thought, Robin, you've got to pull yourself together. You know what I mean? Like she only lived for 3 years, and in 3 years she left a legacy, and I have a whole opportunity to leave my legacy, and I'm wasting it at the bottom of a bottle.
Well, I don't think you're wasting it. You're a lawyer at one level,
yes.
You're a bodybuilder on another level, and a winning one.
Yes.
We have friends of ours who have gone down that pathway, and I've watched their growth internally and externally. Externally they look amazing, and internally I've seen this confidence grow. Can I direct that to Rebecca? Was that a journey that you needed to go through? Did you have some demons that you needed to put to one side?
I have a lot of demons. I'm dealing with a lot of demons right now as well. Like Robin, only in 36 years, I've had a lot of horrible things happen, out of my own control in that as well. Probably the most recent for me was just 2 years ago. I actually suffered a out of hospital cardiac arrest. I now wear an internal defibrillator. The only reason I'm actually alive today is because I have a spectacular boss that administered CPR and kept me alive.
Wow.
So
did you discover what brought on the cardiac arrest?
We don't know what caused it. We won't know what's caused it. I've always been fit and healthy previously, like I was doing Tough Mudders, I love doing them, I've always been
We should
a
explain
gymnast.
to people who don't know what Tough Mudders are.
They're physical courses where you run around like a crazy woman, you're going up and down poles, it's great.
Rebecca and also Robin, I hear this word crazy coming up all the time. Is this something you're breeding at the studio?
We embrace it. We embrace our madness, our craziness, and that's what it's all about, is that every single one of these girls have such a unique story. And I think that you were talking about the catalyst.
Yep.
That is the catalyst, is that all of the girls in association and being in Anytime Fitness have realized that they're unique, but we're all very much the same. And it's that bond, it's that group that we've made, and hopefully inspire other women to feel the same. Like, one of the stories that I wrote is that I've got stretch marks on my boobs, but that's because I breastfed my daughter. I've got a skew nose because I come from a family where there was family violence. I'm not going to go and get it fixed, because every time I look at myself, I realize that that's my history, that's my story. I'd rather embrace it than try and change it. And that's exactly what all my girls in that calendar are about.
When you put 12 crazy women together,
Yes.
who governs who starts in January and goes all the way to December?
There was nothing in particular.
Short straws?
No, it was just as it fell. There was no particular reason.
And I know this is a motto or a theme with every month. For example, we go to January, and Robin, it's you, and it says we train because we love our bodies, not because we hate them.
Yep. And that's about embracing who we are,
Are women
and our
that
stories.
tough on each other?
Yes, it's dreadful. I can't. They are, and I think we're governed by social media, and comparison is the thief of all joy. And constantly, we women. I don't know if we're martyrs. Are we martyrs? I think we might be martyrs.
I think we are to a degree, but women are vicious, and whether it's over something nice or not nice, they can just be so vicious.
You bring back some memories. When I was at Channel 9 in the days when there was a fantastic woman who had been for years a role model in terms of announcers, broadcasters and interviewers. She was making a real headway for herself, and yet every night people would fill in the log with complaints, and all of them would be saying silly things like, I don't like the colour of her top, why is she wearing that colour lipstick, who in heaven's name did her hair today? And it was the great yarn event. And people, beautiful woman, but people still wanted to pick on her. What is it that makes women the harshest critics of fellow women?
I don't know, and this is why we celebrate what we do, for the express purpose that I do believe that women need to embrace who they are. Like, if you take your story now, George, do you think you would say the same thing about a man? Would you sit there and go, really, black doesn't suit you?
Yeah.
Would you?
Well, now that you mentioned it, I'm feeling it.
You look
I'm
wonderful,
seriously
though.
feeling it.
No, you look lovely in black.
No, you're absolutely right.
Correct.
It's something that we have allowed to seep in, and we haven't addressed it when we needed to address it, and it's just perpetuated.
But it's not only women that are critics of women. I'm talking internally. We are our own worst enemies, because we set unrealistic expectations for ourselves. And instead of asking for help or telling people that we are battling or we're unable or we just need a bit of help, we take it upon ourselves to be those martyrs. We need to be the perfect mum. We need to be the perfect girlfriend. We need to have the career. We need to have all of this stuff. When in effect, all we need to do is ask for the help when we need the help.
Robin K Fitness, a calendar of 12 brave, crazy women. It's fabulous. It's powerful. Why is it being put together? What are you hoping to raise with the money from this?
So I have partnered with a foundation called Butterfly Foundation, and they deal with people with eating disorders or people that suffer from bad body image. It's an incredible foundation. They're still in their infancy, but all the proceeds for the sale of the calendar, which is only $20, will go to the Butterfly Foundation.
Okay, how do we get a copy? How do we get our own copy of this 2021 calendar?
You can either message me at my Facebook page, which is Robin K Fitness, or alternatively you can email me on info@robink.com.au.
Rebecca,
Yes.
can I just say, you did yourself a huge favour the day you walked into that studio, because you found a like-minded soul who's just as brave, just as crazy as the rest of you, and you're making a huge difference. And by joining us today and talking about this, I hope we break down some of the barriers and give people a reason to think that, you know what, take a good look in the mirror and understand that's you. We're going to upset a whole bunch of people who make a fortune out there with cosmetic surgery. Yeah?
Without a doubt.
But it's about time there was a little balance. All right? Thank you for joining us, Robin. Thank you, Rebecca. And all the very best. See you in the gym.
Done.
Thanks, George.